lovely Milky Way galaxy. So today's I want to unpack here. So bear with me as I read from the Heretics of Dune synopsis of the book, and as well as the synopsis of First Kill, which I will be doing both of those in today's vlog. See as how I finished both of those things, the book and the TV show. So today we're going to start with the plot of Heretics of Dune by Frank Herbert. Much has changed in the millennium and a half since the death of the God Emperor. Sandworms have reappeared on Arrakis, now called Rakis, each containing a fragment of the God Emperor's consciousness and having renewed the flow of the all-important spice melange to the galaxy. With Leto's death, the complex economic system built on spice collapsed, resulting in a period of famine, followed by trillions of people leaving known space in a great scattering. A new civilization has arisen with three dominant powers: Ixians, whose no ships are capable of piloting them between the stars, and are invisible to outside detection. The Ben Lelax, who have learned to manufacture spice in their axolotl tanks, and have created a new breed of face dancers, and the Bene Gesserit, a matriarchal order of subtle political manipulators who possess superhuman abilities. However, people from the scattering are returning with their own peculiar powers. The most powerful of these forces are the Honored Matres, a violent society of women bred and trained for combat and the sexual control of men. On Rakis, a girl who can control the giant worms named Shiana, later revealed to be a descendant of Siona from the previous novel, has been discovered. The Bene Gesserit intends to use the Laxu provided Duncan Idaho Gula to gain control of the Sand Rider and the religious forces of humanity, who they now will ultimately worship her. The Laxu, who altered the Gula to bring their physical reflexes up to modern standards. The Bene Gesserit leader, Mother Superior Taraza, brings Miles Tegg, also sent from Siona, to guard the new Idaho. Taraza also sends Reverend Mother Darby Audrade to take command of the Ben Gesserit kept on Arrakis. Audrade is a loose cannon. She does not obey normal Ben Gesserit prohibitions about love, and is also Tegg's biological daughter. Ben Gesserit imprinter Lucilla, yet another descendant of Siona, is also sent by Taraza to bind Idaho's loyalty to the sisterhood with her sexual talents. However, Lucilla must deal with Reverend Mother Shuangyu, head of the Gula Project, but also the leader of a faction within the Ben Gesserit, who feel the Gulas are a danger. Above the planet Gamu, formerly known as Gaida Prime, Taraza is captured and held hostage by the Honored Matres aboard an Ixian no-ship. The Honored Matres insist Taraza invite Tegg to the ship, hoping to gain control of the Gula Project. Tegg manages to turn the tables on the Matres and rescues the Mother Superior and her party. An attack is then made on Shiana on Arrakis, which is prevented by the intervention of the Bene Gesserit. Audrade starts training Shiana as a Ben Gesserit at about the same time an attempt is made on the life of Idaho, but Tegg is able to defeat it. Tegg flees with Duncan and Lucia into the countryside in an ancient Harkonnen no-glow. Tegg proceeds to awaken Idaho's original memories, but does so before Lucille can imprint Duncan and thus tie him to the sisterhood. In the meantime, Taraza has sent her trusted general Bersmali to search for Tegg and his party, who finally establishes contact with Tegg, his former mentor. During the operation, however, Tegg and his companions are ambushed. Tegg is captured while Lucille and Duncan escape. Tegg is tortured with a T-probe, but under pressure discovers new abilities, drastically increasing physical capabilities and an uncertain type of prescience, which is mind ability. which he uses to easily escape. At the same time, Idaho is ambushed and taken hostage. Terraza arranges a meeting with the Ulexa Master Waff, who is soon forced to tell her that he knows about the honored matrix. When pressed on the issue of Idaho, he also admits that the Ben Ulax have conditioned their own religion to him. As the meeting draws to a close, Terraza accidentally divines that Waff is then Sunni, giving the Ben Gesserit a lever to understand their ancient competitor. She and Audraid meet Waff again on Rakis. He tries to assassinate Terraza, but Audraid convinces him that the Sisterhood shares the religious beliefs of Ben Ulax. Terraza offers full alliance with them against the onslaught of forces out of the scattering. The agreement causes consternation toward the Bene Gesserit, but Audraid realizes that Terraza's plan is to destroy Rakis. By destroying the planet, the Ben Gesserit would be dependent on the Lulax for the spice ensuing the alliance. Lucilla arrives at a Ben Gesserit safe house to discover it had been taken over by a young honored matron named Murbella, who is partially subdued Idaho. After being defeated in a quick bout of personal combat, Murbella assumes that Lucia is a great honored matron and allows Lucia and Burz Molly to watch through the window of a locked room while she completes the sexual enslavement of the Gula. However, hidden Lulaxu conditioning kicks in, and Duncan responds with an equal technique, one that overwhelms Murbella. The experience restores in him the entire memories from all of the hundreds of previous Idaho Gulas. Stunned and exhausted, Murbella dimly realizes that the man is the Gula they had been warned to search for, and unlocks the door to the room to gain Lucille's assistance in killing him. But Lucille says, "We will kill no one. This Gula goes to Rakis." The honored matrons attack Rakis, killing Terraza. Audraid becomes temporary leader of the Ben Gesserit before escaping with Shiana into the desert on a worm. Teg also goes to a supposed safe house, only to discover the honored matrix. He unleashes himself upon the complex and finds that his prescient powers allow him to see shielded no ships. He captures one and locates Duncan and Lucia. They are taken to Rakis with him and are now hostage, and the now hostage Murbella. When they arrive, Teg intercepts Audraid and Shiana and their giant worm, having seen Terraza's master plan with his own new vision. He loads them all up in his no ship, finally leading his troops out on a last suicide defense of Rakis, designed to attract the rage of the honored matrons. Honored matrons attack Rakis, destroying the planet and the sandworms, except for the one that Ben Gesserit escaped with. They intend to drown the worm in a mixture of water and spice, turning into a sound trout, which will turn the secret Benius planet chapter house into another dune, but with the collective consciousness of the God Emperor diluted into just one sandworm, freeing humanity from the shadow of his presence forever. Now that's the one thing. Now let's look into first kill. There it is. So let's see the plot. The premise is a teenage vampire, Juliet Fairmont, have celebrated her 16th birthday, needs to make her first kill in order to enter adulthood and take her place among her powerful family of legacy vampires. Matrilineal direct descendants of Lilith, who chose to be bitten by a serpent in the Garden of Eden. Joey has difficulty choosing someone to feed on and struggles with her own growing bloodlust as she believes draining humans is wrong. She instead sets her sights romantically on the new girl Calliope Burns. Calliope, who belongs to a monster hunting family from the Guardian Guild, needs to slay her first monster in order to gain her family's approval and officially become a hunter herself. As both families become unavoidably involved and Juliet and Capelli's relationship develops, the girls realize that killing each other is not simple. That's basically the premise of the show. So both the show and the book were very, very good. I loved every minute of every episode. I loved every minute of the book. And now it's time to focus on the next show and the next book, which is Chapter House Dune and Scream Queens. Those are the final two things that I need to watch. Or not the final two things, but the final book in the Dune series and the next TV show. With that being said, we've got 3 birthdays to wish, so let's get into that. I would like to wish Nikita a happy birthday, Kendall Jenner a happy birthday, and Bridget Malcolm a happy birthday as well. So happy birthday to those 3 women, and go wish them a happy birthday on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you may follow them. And I will have a brand new vlog for you tomorrow, so look forward to that, and bye-bye.